This is Bart with Metis Design Group, and we just take a couple of minutes to show you another project that we just recently completed, and also take a few minutes and give you an idea of what responsive design looks like. Sometimes some of our clients are a little unclear on what we're talking about when we talk about responsive design, so sometimes it's easier to see it in action. The project that we just finished that we'd like to show to you is called US Disability. And to start off with, we'd like to give you a quick look at what their site looked like before we got started. This is a quick screenshot of what their site looked at previously. Again, it's very blocky, it's quite dated, and some of the content even is not visible and crunched up at the top. And so obviously this wasn't working very well for them, so they needed some help. And this is what their new site looks like today. We did a couple of things here with the new site. Obviously it's bigger, it's bolder. There's a contact form right up top left, which invites visitors to do something on the site, which is always really important if you want to have a successful website. Their logo was a little bit harder to integrate into something that was going to work, and it was a little bit dated looking, and so we went to this shield logo, which was just kind of a derivative of their original logo, which they really liked, so that they could maintain some of the branding while still having a kind of an updated look. Lots more content on this site and lots more cool things. This particular client does legal work, specifically regarding Social Security disability benefits, and so they needed something that looked very professional and carried some of that class to it. So again, one of the things that we do when we're doing responsive design is we're trying to pay very close attention to what a site looks like on mobile devices. So let's take a quick look and see what it looks like on, for instance, an iPad. Here we're bringing the content down. We're shrinking it a little bit as we go along, but obviously we don't lose anything as we come into an iPad. When you flip your iPad to the portrait mode, in this particular case we did something a little bit different. The navigation was kind of cool and looked great at iPad landscape or even full desktop sizes, but when we got into the portrait mode here, it wasn't looking quite as good, so we went to a little bit different navigation. So you'll see the navigation has changed here. All the content still works flying through here and is beginning to stack up as it gets into smaller and smaller resolutions. And then as we get down all the way down to a smartphone, we go to something that's a little bit more friendly to smartphones when it comes to the navigation. So on this side we've actually created 3 different navigations. We had the full screen navigation that had the stars on it and all the different subheadings. Went to a little bit blockier one when we got down to the Kindle or the iPad portrait size. And then now as we get into a smartphone, you get to see what it looks like when it's all stacked up this way. Again, all the content is very much still available. Nothing's been lost as you make the transition from a traditional desktop down to a mobile device and all the way down to a smartphone. So that's what responsive design looks like. It's all one website. There's no bouncing you around to a separate website. It's all on the same site. The URL never changes. It's great for SEO. And matter of fact, Google has come out recently and said that they're going to give preferential ranking to sites that are designed with responsive design in mind. So it's a great site, and a customer was super pleased with it, and we're also pretty proud of it. So if you'd like us to do something like this for your website, give us a call. The number is 480-269-1010, or stop by the website at metisdesigngroup.com and send us a little note, and we'll get started and see what we can do for your site. Thanks.